This is the only candlestick video that you'll ever need to watch, because on this video we are going to be breaking down all the right characteristics that you need in order to be able to actually look at price action. On top of that, we'll be diving a bit more deeper into looking at some of the candlestick mathematics that'll help you be able to read a candlestick, and most importantly be able to know what the future movement of a candlestick is like. What's going on, guys? It's Abeli Samutupi. Welcome back on my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be looking at the candlesticks, how you can be able to read it. On top of that, how you can be able to make future movements or anticipate what price is going to be moving on in the next few movements or the next candlesticks that are expected. And on top of that, guys, what's expected of this video is for you to be able to master price action, because I've seen out there that most people would be able to just look at different types of indicators or different types of tools that will be able to make up their trading decisions, whereby it doesn't really need all of that. You just need to be able to understand how a candlestick works, look at it, and on top of that, build momentum with the evidence that you're seeing, and from that you'd be able to just secure maximum profits with the next movements that you'll be getting. So now, just by a small movement breaking down what a candlestick would look like to you, it will be something similar to a box shaped or a rectangular shaped type thing, whereby normally most people prefer trading with the candlesticks. Understand that there's different types of trading tools such as your line charts and stuff, but candlesticks are much more easier to read and trade or deal with. So looking at a box tool, something similar to this, like on your charts, you'd normally see them being more like this. And what they would have is that on this box they would have a week, normally would say a week, or a shadow, other people would say, which would be something more similar to this. So what it normally means is that right here on the box, it's where normally it's either the open or the price or the close of price is at. And here, same thing, open or price of, or it's actually the open or the close of price. So what it means here is that price has been at the specific high during this time frame, and here it actually means the same, but in terms of the low, price has been this low at the specific time frame. So now, going a bit more deeper with what I just said, is that looking at it, there's different types. Like I did say, price is where it's either open or close, but there's different types, because here you can see it's a red candlestick for me. It means that it's dropping. That means that price actually opened high and it closed below where it opened. That's why it's a red candlestick. It means that price dropped during that time frame. Notice that I did say time frame, because why? Because you look at the market in different types of time frames. If you look at it in a 5-minute time frame, that means every single candlestick that you're seeing out there is closing after every 5 minutes. Like for instance, now here I'm at the 1 hour time frame, and when I go all the way down to these are all 1 hour candlesticks. That means that every candlestick that you're seeing here took 1 hour to open and close. And like I did say with these wicks and shadows, if you take a look at this candlestick, it means that at this 1 hour time frame, this is what actually happened, and this is the real body, which is this big movement. Since it's a green candlestick, it means that price opened low and it actually closed somewhere above, which is here. And I like the fact that with these shadows, or these wicks, normally would say wicks or shadows, with these right here, you can simply see that it means that price has been at this high during this 1 hour time frame, and price has been at this low during this 1 hour time frame. So that's how you can go about reading simple candlesticks. So normally when we add up things such as candlestick mathematics, is when we're looking at, let's say for instance, this candlestick is green, which means that price happened to have went upwards. Let me just change the color to green right here. Okay, let me change it to green. There we go. It means prices have went upwards. That means that this was our open, this was our close, and this is where price closed. So what happens is that normally you'd see that if the next candlestick actually comes and maybe goes a bit somewhere here, it opens here and then maybe it closes here, which obviously will mean like a red candle, a red one for us. Let me just come here. So what this means is that whether there's a wick or not, what it means is that when you start adding these two, we did mention that we were looking at the 1 hour time frames. When you add up these two in the 2 hour time frame, it means that this was the open for that 2 hour time frame, but this is the close, which means that if you just add it up, this is the close in 2 hours, this is the open in 2 hours, this is the high in 2 hours, and this is the low in 2 hours. Low in 2 hours right here, low in 2 hours. That means that this is equals text. Okay, this is equals, let me just show you like this. These two candlesticks are more equal to the open being here, the high being here, the close being here. Let's see. Price opened here, price closed here. Price was at the highest, which is somewhere here. At the highest, which is somewhere here. And price was at the lowest, which is somewhere right here. Boom. So this is actually what happened in this two. This is a 1 hour, this is a 1 hour, but when you add them together, this is actually what happened, and it actually formed a sellers. So now most people just see a very big candlestick like this and think that it's buying, whereby when you look at it in 2 hours time frame, this is just a hammer, which means that there's a rejection that actually happened, and you should start looking for sellers, or sellers are taking over. But that is just another lesson for a different video. I think for now, this is just that one video that I wanted you to be able to see. I think one of the next videos will be looking at how you can take this knowledge and use it to your maximum advantage. So look out for next videos that will be speaking about candlesticks and how you can use it to your ultimate performance. But for now, one thing that I'll do is that I'll just ask you to comment below, tell me if you knew this about candlestick mathematics, and as well how you've been using it. And on top of that, like this YouTube video obviously, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you in the next YouTube video.